Bruno from RVing TV, and today we're taking a look at a 2015 Cadillac SRX. This Cadillac is the SRX Luxury Edition. Cadillac was kind enough to lend us a vehicle for several days, and we've been taking the vehicle and putting it through various paces of real-life usage. I have to say, just by starting off, the SRX is a sports utility crossover. This version that we're driving is the all-wheel drive, as it is available in a front-wheel drive, and the SRX is available in 4 trim levels. Their base, their luxury, which we happen to be driving here, their performance, and then their premium package. Essentially, what's happening through each model is you're getting more and more standard equipment and more features with each model as you progress up to the premium. This luxury all-wheel drive version is rated for 14.8 liters per 100 kilometers in city, 10.4 highway, and a combined mileage of 12.8 liters per 100 kilometers combined between highway and city. Now, I can tell you from our driving, if you're driving the vehicle effectively on the traditional 400 series highways, we were actually seeing better than the 10.4 rating, and in city we were seeing better than the 12.8. So that to me is very impressive when you can take a vehicle, as most of these days, you know, traditionally your regular driving is actually going to produce lower mileage than what is typically rated by the manufacturers. Now, with the new five-cycle testing that the government's doing, it's much more accurate to what it was, much more accurate to what's stated, but it's very impressive when you can actually get better mileage than the government testing. So hats off to Cadillac on that front. I have to say I've been very impressed with the SRX. Very smooth drive, responsive when you need it to be. Highway, there's lots of power. This is a 3.6 liter V6 engine with variable valve timing, rated by Cadillac at 306 horsepower and 265 foot-pounds of torque. So definitely ample power. Passing on the highway will put a smile on your face and won't take a big dent in your checkbook for fuel. Positives, you know, lots of room, great creature comforts. We'll show you in another segment some of the feature comforts up front, but we've got navigation, touch feel controls, steering mounted controls for your speakers, for your radio and audio system, your entertainment, and various functions, as well as Bluetooth and voice command. All those things you'd expect out of a Cadillac or a luxury maker. But I'm very impressed with the materials that they've used in here. Cadillac has definitely stepped up over the last few years, especially nice wood grain materials, you know, polished aluminum. We have great leathers, really love the seats, real leather, not any of that fake stuff that we're seeing in some of the cars. Real nice stitching, very good supportive seats, lumbar support, fully heated. In some of the levels of trim you can also get cooled seats in the front, heated seats in the back, and great functionality. Nice large speedometer dead center, but we've got a split screen that can be split into 3 different areas for information. I'm currently using this a little more get up and go. When you also tap it to the left in that sports mode, you can just leave it there and it will stay in full automatic. Push your gear shifter forward or back, it'll actually switch it into manual mode. So if you then want to drive it like a standard car, you can. I am going to have to say that that's probably the only potential complaint that I had on the car. So far, I've been very impressed. Absolutely beautiful vehicle, except our shifter is backwards compared to what most of us are going to be comfortable with. You're actually downshifting by pulling backwards towards you and upshifting by pulling it, pushing it forwards. Now I'm just turning around here, nice, just also to give a nice turning circle here. Our turning radius is nice and sharp on a 2-lane road. If you had to turn around with use of a little bit of the of your runoff area or your shoulder, you'll be able to spin this vehicle around, which is again very impressive because we're not in a very small vehicle. This vehicle will seat 5 adults very comfortably, and we did actually do that in our almost 4 days of having this vehicle. We did several things to test its functionality. We actually piled 5 adults in here for a 2-hour drive each way on a shopping excursion, just to see how comfortable it'd be for 5 adults to be seating. Primarily, we're really talking about the 3 in the back seat. No complaints whatsoever over the 2-hour drive. The most comfortable seating positions, of course, are the 2 outers. The center's pretty comfortable. If you were going to push that 2-hour limit out to a 4 or 5-hour drive, that might change someone's mind. But realistically, most of us aren't going to be taking 5 adults cross country. So that was very impressive. The other night, we actually took this out to the local big box store to just test some functionality of, what is cargo space like? Because we will show in our next segment a close-up of the cargo room. Nice large cargo area with the seats up. When you throw the seats down, absolutely massive space. So with the help of our local big box store, we actually did a little test. And what we did was we loaded up a aluminum picnic table, which of course is in a flat box about a little over 5 feet, 5.5 feet long. We then took a double box set of a outdoor conversation set. So basically a lux seat and coffee table in one box, and 2 chairs and pillows in the second box. And both boxes were almost identical in size. And believe it or not, you could actually get all 3 of those boxes loaded up into this SRX, which in my mind is pretty impressive. Most SUVs would have choked, and you would have been leaving somebody at the big box store watching a box until you return for a second run. So that was pretty impressive as the test goes. We'll maybe try that down the road on other vehicles again, because that was about as much maximum gear I would have expected that you would have normally needed a pickup truck to pick up that amount of gear. So hats off to Cadillac for really getting the dimensions in the back. Then we've got some great little features in the back with a special retaining system for your groceries, etc., which we'll show in our next segment. Now, several reviews out there that you may watch on the SRX. A few of the reviewers have kind of talked about the touch controls, and as you lean forward and you touch them, that they start to react to what you're doing. I have to admit, if you're not used to these type of controls, it's going to probably take you a day and a half to get used to them. And once in a blue moon, I did find I'm reaching for something and it kind of reacted. However, I've had some real life, long-term experience with several touch controls like this in other General Motors products. I really love them. Very easy to use. You know, you're not flipping knobs, etc. You're just simply, you know, touching. So we want to raise our volume, just a nice little gentle touch, and up comes the radio. If I want to reach over for the phone, we tap our screen, up comes the phone. If I want audio again, tap over. Very nice, very good feel. I've been very impressed with it. Again, I have some advantage having driven and owning a GM product with a similar touch system. I find it absolutely phenomenal. So you're going to need to get used to it. Compared to some of the other reviewers out there that are saying, you know, they felt it awkward, heaven forbid they're driving down the road. I can tell you after 3 days of driving,